Wow, what a performance from the lads. We finally were able to turn some of those chances into some goals. There's been countless games this year where we have been the better team for the first 45, and then we go into halftime tied or down a goal. And today that was quite the opposite. We created by far the better chances as a team, and it was just good to get uh, the first goal off from the start with a by far a penalty. Reynoso just dribbles past their left back or center back, I can't remember, beats him completely, and he pulls Ray down in the box. Stone cold penalty. Ray steps up, slots it away, and we start strong because going up 1-0 was huge because we knew going into this game we needed to win. Colorado is by far one of the worst teams in the league. Um, Island of misfit toys, you might say. A lot of pieces from other teams that just didn't quite work out. And yeah, so to start off 1-0, Reynoso penalty goal, and yeah, started good, great. And then 10 minutes later, Ray pounces on a save shot from Ishmael Tashiri, which was a great shot, and it lands perfectly. Hard save, so something that you're not going to control right away. So the deflection lands straight to Ray, who was making a great run on the back post, ready for a rebound, taps it in. Boom, 2-0, 30th minute. We're flying, and exactly what we needed because, like I said earlier, we've been creating chances in a lot of games and not coming up with goals. Pookie had been poor. We just, together as a team, hadn't been creating goals. We've been creating the opportunities but not finishing the chances. So to be up 2-0, 30th minute, kind of not in cruise control quite yet, still want to see out the game. And then a nice bit of play from Ishmael Tashiri, and who gets the pass in, I think it was through ball pass to Timu Puki, who puts it away. Slots it in, perfect, good finish. Something that we hadn't seen from Pookie yet. One goal, but he had been struggling in front of net, so that was just a huge bit of relief. Right before halftime, Pookie gets his goal. Ishmael gets his assist. Who the first, or honestly, the whole shift from Ishmael Tashiri was outstanding. And with Bongi being hurt, we needed someone to step up big. And Ishmael Tajiri did that. He was great all night. If Ray wasn't doing Ray things, Ishmael would have been my man of the match. But obviously, Ray gets 2 goals, my man of the match for sure, just like everyone else's. And we go into halftime 3-0 up. They make one change at halftime. And the rest of the game, we had opportunities to a couple, have chances, but we really kind of just seen out the rest of the game. DJ Taylor got a stupid yellow card in the 58th minute and will miss the game this weekend against San Jose, unfortunately. But Sandbang and Franco get subbed on for Ishmael and Timu after a good shift in the 63rd minute. It was kind of time to make a change, see out the game. Timu got his goal, rest Ishmael Tashiri, who had a great shift. I can't say this enough. Great shift. I've been kind of screaming that he should be getting more playing time. I'd like to see him, especially like this weekend when we played 2 midfielders out of position, Rosales and Hassani. It would have been nice for Ishmael Tashiri to get a start with Bongi, being out. But even when Bongi comes back, I'd like to see Ishmael get more game time, as he's been a game changer in the attack, just making those runs, running at people, taking good shots, hard shots. Created a goal today with one of his shots, being able to beat the man on the dribble. There's just so much he brings to the team that a lot of other players we have on our team can't do besides Ray. You can see a couple passes that like Franco and Ray can make. Franco not as consistent, but I think, just some great passing from Ishmael tonight. Brislow came on in the 73rd minute for Rosales, who Rosales had a good shift at left back. Was actually kind of lucky not to give a penalty. I'm going to say that that Colorado honestly in the first half probably could have had a penalty. I thought it would have been. It was a challenge that was looked at when Rosales was a little bit late on challenge. The ball was nowhere near the player, but it was a bad challenge. It was late. It was left his leg out. I think it could have easily been a penalty. So I think Rosales got a little bit lucky there. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out as I think that was a mistake from the referee, and that would have been a penalty for Colorado. I think if I'm going to complain about the refs for certain things, I need to say when they're wrong against my team as well. I'm going to say that tonight. So, yeah, I think he got it wrong there. They maybe should add a penalty in the first half. I forgot to mention that. But Brislow does get subbed on in the 73rd minute for Rosales. Brislow gets a nice shift in. Little shift, looked well at left back. Rosales played well. Had a good shift. Mender came on for Ray. Ray was getting kicked all night. But really, really good performance from the guys. 3 points. Looked good. We needed it. Moved up till, I believe, 8th. I believe there's a couple games tonight, but a couple teams we needed to lose lost. But, yeah, we move up to 8th or something around there. So we're in a wild card spot. Not ideal, not where we want to be. But we're coming to the home stretch, so we need to get some home form like we have tonight and keep our away form up and just keep racking up points. And if we just keep getting points, we can, maybe by decision day, we're maybe looking at a home playoff game, or at least someone where we're not looking at a team at the very top, or maybe having a wild card game would be very not fun to do. So yeah, overall solid performance. I'm going to do player ratings from the boys. Dane St. Clair, 9 out of 10 for me. Made a huge save early on. Good distributing with his foot. I thought he was well. Played well. Clean sheet. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Joseph Rosales, I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. I think he was lucky. Could have got a yellow, or could have got the penalty, like I said. Tapias, a 7 out of 10. Boxall, a 8 out of 10. I thought Boxy was actually, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. There was one time where he got done by Navarro. A couple times actually was not the best. But clean sheet. Navarro was a handful all night. I'm going to be honest. So Boxy did pretty well, but I'm just going to give him a 7 because there was a couple times where he got done. We're lucky not to give up a goal. Like I said, Boxall got done in the second half, 3-on-1 against Tapias, and Dane comes up with a huge save. So, yeah. DJ, yellow card, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he played well. It was just the yellow card. I'm going to dock him for that. I thought it was dumb, a yellow card to pick up. Will Trapp, a 6 out of 10. Jan Gregus, I thought was great tonight. Jan's been a great addition to the team. Back into the team, just great. I'm going to give Jan a 8 out of 10. Solid performance from Jan. Sonny Dotson, I hate Sonny Dotson on the wing. Did not play great on the wing, in my opinion. I want to see other players in that position. I hate when he plays out of position. I'd rather see him in the midfield. 5 out of 10, and I think I'm being generous. I think if you look on other websites, he might be getting a lower score. So we'll just give him at that. Not his best performance. Still, I'll give him a 6, or actually a 5. 5. I think he was by far a worse performer, and a 5 I think is generous for tonight. Ishmael Tajuri, 8.5, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Ishmael was great. Ray, 9 out of 10, man of the match. I think I said enough about them two earlier on. That's about it. And then Timo Pukki, 8 out of 10. Could have been a little bit better. Does get his goal, but overall good movement. But I think he should have maybe had another. So we'll just leave it at 8. Sanbin, I'm gonna give a 7, Franco a 7, Ethan Brislow a 7, and Mender Garcia a 7. Maybe Franco a 7.5. But yeah, I think that's my player ratings. Overall, nothing to be mad about. Great performance. We move up in the rankings. Midweek game. Yeah, we move on to San Jose this weekend. So hopefully we can get another away win. Our away form's been great. But San Jose is surprisingly higher in the table than previous seasons. So we need to go there. And yeah, we just can't lose. I think it's one of the games where we should be winning on the road. But as always, it's going to be a tough game. And as always, come on, you Loons. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, catch you next time.